tried to solve a real problem. That was a real friction point, and in people's life, parking is a pain everywhere around here. So I think that was something people could relate to very easily, and that helped us a lot in getting kudos from public as well as executives.
The sort of sponsorships that we do get are kind of around sort of secondary sponsorships, like we'll take components of one particular project and kind of work it out through our other applications that we produce.
By delivering a prototype that feels really real and that people can easily experience it, touch it, feel it.
Charting out step by step every element that a first-time seller would go through.
And another valuable thing is we also validated the potential of the market by analyzing the market, the volume of the market and so on.
The most valuable activity for starting a lot of these things is we tend to just sort of have these impromptu, laughable brainstorming sessions. But really, I think what happens when we come up with these things is we all just get together, kind of laugh, over like a beverage, and then think about what we really want to do and what would be really sort of insane and fun.
Getting a more well-rounded team and everyone have their own expertise in doing what they know. Really
having a very realistic timeline. Most often when you deal with projects like this, a lot of components are still uncertain. So timing some of these components can be a little flaky. So having a more accurate timeline helps you reach your prototype in the final shape you want it to be. So I think
don't be afraid to try hard things. At least that's for me. When one of the first few SkunkWorks that I did way back, I was always sort of concerned about the sort of immediate tie back to eBay that would have a direct GMV impact, or some other sort of metric that kind of constrained the ideas that I had, I suppose.
I think at the end of the day, you can relate most things back to eBay if you think about it, because eBay's a big marketplace and there's lots of options. It just sometimes that requirement is just kind of like a sticking point for a lot of ideas you might have.
think about the presentation of your idea in that expo environment, because it's gonna be really loud and noisy. So you want people to pay attention to your booth and
be persistent and sweat the details.
Don't stop exploring. There are no boundaries. This is a chance to bring out your ideas.
I would say solve a real problem, talk to your end users, find out what they really relate to, and stick to a good timeline.
I would say that definitely talk to the executives or people who kind of deal with these kind of ideas on a daily basis. Last time for SkunkWorks, they had like this opportunity to meet different executives and kind of share your idea and get their thoughts on it. And they gave us some pretty good advice. We had showed some of our ideas, our early ideas, to some of the executives, and they gave some insight that kind of changed our entire path of what we were going to do. So I found that particularly helpful.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with that. I think if you're passionate about solving one particular problem, or you have an interest in sort of an emerging technology, don't be afraid to dive into it. There's usually a lot of support out there for it.
Mm-hmm.